Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Cody with Blood Money MMA Bets, and I'm back for another prediction video. I'm going to be breaking down UFC 267 this week. Two title fights, a lot of great up-and-coming stars. We got 15 fights total on it, so it's going to be a great card. A lot of great fights. I can't wait for it. I got a lot of good bets in. I got some locks. I really think I got some locks this week. Just got to bet them smart because I think there's a lot of landmines in there too with all the favorites. We're going to do a recap of UFC Vegas 41, and then we'll get right into UFC 267. UFC Vegas 41, I went 3, 2, and 1 with my bets for negative zero point 0.7 units. My winning bets were Randa Marcos, 1.5 units to win 1.5 units. Brad Pickett and Laureano Staropoli over 2.5 rounds, 2 units to win 1 unit. Then I had the Molina fight, doesn't go the distance, another underdog pick, 1 unit to win 1.2 units. My losses were Paula Pasta. I lost 2.2 units. I would have never made that bet. I bet about a week and a half before that fight, and I never would have made that bet had I known all the weight issues and all that stuff. But my other loss was Choi and Dawson parlay. Choi, I mean, he was doing great. He was winning that fight all the way up till he wasn't. I mean, he threw that like lazy body kick, and Caceres just somehow took his back standing and sunk that choke in. And congratulations to him. And then I had a draw, which was Grant Dawson, and he had a draw. That was a tough fight. Yeah, if I would have won that fight, I actually would have ended up plus 2.25 units, but instead ended up 0.7 units, and we're going to get that back this week. I'm still up about 22 units in the last 5 weeks, but I never like to lose. So let's get into UFC 267. Like I said, it has 15 fights, has 2 title fights, and has just a lot of up-and-coming stars. I mean, you got KHAMZAT coming back, you got Magamed ANKALAEV, you got Dimir Ismaggulov. There's just a lot of good fighters on this card. This card's in Abu Dhabi, so it's going to start early. I believe it starts like 10 in the morning in America, I believe Eastern time. So you got to take all that into consideration with this, because like a lot of the Russian guys are already on that time. So if you want to bet any Americans, like last time they went to Abu Dhabi, I believe like a lot of people like Paul Felder and Poirier said they couldn't sleep there and all that. So I like to look into all that stuff. But yeah, let's get into the first fight. It's in the men's flyweight division. We got Tagir Ulembekov versus Alan Nascimento. This fight should be a really good fight. Tagir is 12-1. He's minus 330. Alan Nascimento is 18-5, and he is plus 250. And like I said, this should be a really good fight because both these guys are well-rounded. They're good everywhere. They're explosive. They're fast. I mean, they're 125 guys, so they're going to fight all night. I watched some tape on both these guys, and Tagir has great wrestling. He has good striking, decent kicks. He has pretty good jiu-jitsu. He had that tough fight against Bruno Silva where he showed he's super tough. Took a lot of calf kicks in that fight, but still kept fighting tough. And we know now Bruno Silva's a stud. He's really good. So Alan Nascimento, he's 18-5. He's also really good. He fought on the Contender Series, had a split decision with Rulan Paiva, which shows he's good. I watched some tape on him, man. He's good everywhere. Like he's good at scrambles. He's got good takedowns. He's got good cardio. He's got a lot of submissions. He's got like 13 submissions out of his 18 wins or something like that. So Tagir is such a huge favorite. I mean, minus 330 is kind of crazy because both these guys are good. I don't think Tagir is just gonna go out here and just easily walk through Nascimento. Um, I do like Tagir to win like a greasy decision. He'll probably get some takedowns, some control time. But the whole time, if you bet on him, I mean, you're going to be sweating it because Nascimento's got sick jiu-jitsu, tries a lot of submissions. Like I said, great scrambles. He's got good takedowns himself. So if Tagir does happen to get tired, that's not going to be good for him. But give me Tagir, Ulembekoff, greasy decision. I'm not going to bet on this fight. He's way too big of a favorite in my opinion. I think the odds should be way closer, like Tagir, like minus 170, something like that. But yeah, fight number 2 is in the men's lightweight division. We got Dimir Ismaggulov versus Magamed Mustayev. This is going to be a great fight. Dimir Ismaggulov is 23-1. He's minus 275. Magamed Mustayev is 14-4, and he's plus 215. Both of these guys are good everywhere. They're both well-rounded fighters. They fought good competition and won. Uh, um, Ismagulov, I think, has a little bit better striking. His jab's sick. He's got a crispy, long jab. He's got great cardio. He's really good everywhere. I mean, we've seen him really, the only time we've seen him with any trouble was his last fight when he got stung within the first 20 seconds by Alves. Really rocked him pretty good, but he recovered good. Magamed Mustayev, if you remember him when he knocked out Rafael Fiziev, I actually had Rafael Fiziev. I had a bet on him and got taken out in like the first minute and a half. And I mean, as we know now, Fiziev's a bad boy, a bad mofo. So if that fight would have played out longer, hard telling where it would have went. But this fight should be great. I mean, Magamed has a good power, good wrestling. He's good everywhere. Like I said, they're both good everywhere. I'm just gonna give the advantage to Ismagulov with gas tank and with using his jab and striking. I expect him to win a decision. I'm going to take Dimir Ismaggulov to win a decision, and it should be a close fight. It should be a really good fight. But I'm not going to bet on this fight either. Like I said, Ismagulov's a huge favorite, and I don't know. I mean, I think Magamed Mustayev's too good to just be a huge underdog like this, but I'm just going to stay away from it, see what happens out of it, and just hope to watch a good fight. Fight number 3 is in the men's middleweight division, and we got Yazong Hu taking on Andre Petrovsky. This should be a really good fight too. It's kind of like two unknown guys. We know what Petrovsky's going to do. He's going to come out and wrestle. He's going to try to use jiu-jitsu and ground and pound, but we haven't seen enough of Yazong Hu to know what he's going to do. He's got a Greco-Roman background in wrestling, but he doesn't really use it. I mean, in his UFC appearances, he gets taken down with ease and held down. So I don't really know how great his Greco-Roman background is, but Podrosky is a great wrestler. I expect him to get the fight to the ground first round, have some trouble. Who might get up a couple times, but I expect Petrovsky to wear on him in the second round to be able to get a ground and pound or a submission. The only thing that could go wrong for Petrovsky is if he gasses, because he looks like he kind of has a suspect gas tank, but we'll see. I'm going to take Petrovsky by second round TKO, but I don't plan on betting this fight. The only thing I would bet is that the fight's not going to go to the distance. I'll look at them numbers. I'm going to do another little video on Friday with all my for sure bets, but I do have some bets now that I'll let you know, but things can change. Fight number 4 is in the men's featherweight division. We got Machuan Americani versus Laronne Murphy. This is going to be a good fight. Machuan Americani is 16-6. He's plus 237. Laronne Murphy is 10-0-1, and he's minus 310. Like I said, this should be a good fight. Americani's got good wrestling, good BJJ, decent striking. And Laronne Murphy's got great boxing, good kicks, good takedown defense, good takedowns himself, good ground and pound. This fight comes down to just two things: is if Machuan can get this fight to the ground and get a sub in that first round, then he's going to do good. But he gasses in every fight. I mean, he gasses in every fight. He goes so hard in that first round, and if he don't get the takedowns, he has nothing. He got Barbosa showed that, Burgos showed that. When he fights lower level competition, he gets the takedown, he gets the submission, he looks real good. When he fights anybody that can stop that takedown, and he gasses in the second round. And Laronne Murphy's a bad dude. I mean, he's got power everywhere. Great wrestling, great boxing, like I said, and he's very physical, very athletic, you can tell. I think I got Laronne Murphy by third round TKO or KO. He could get it earlier because, like with Ricardo Hamas, I mean, he can knock you out anywhere. He had him on the ground, a couple little ground and pound, put him out quick. But yeah, I got Laronne Murphy, and I feel he's a lock on this card. Like, I have him in 2 parlays right now. I'll get to the other fighters on it, but I have him in 2 very large 4-unit parlays. And I really do think he's a lock. I mean, I don't see him getting taken down and submitted in that first round. Americani will gas, and Laronne Murphy will take over. He can get a second or third round TKO, but Laronne Murphy's a lock for me on this card. All right, fight number 5 is in the men's light heavyweight division, and we have Michael Olynyk versus Shamil Gamzerot. And Gamzatov, I'm sorry. We a lot of Russian names this week, and I'm gonna probably butcher a bunch of them, but Olynyk is 15-4, and he's currently plus 125. Shamil Gamzatov is 14-0, and he's currently minus 150. This fight's going to be a pretty good fight. Should be, I mean, I imagine it's going to be a standing fight because Shamil, he hasn't been wrestling in the last like 5 fights he's had. I rewatched this fight with Klidson Abreu, and it was a good fight. Stand up, slow, but Klidson Abreu, I feel like is better than people give him credit for. He's pretty aggressive, good striking. So that was a good fight. It was a close fight, and it was a good win. Olynyk, he's got good striking. He's got real good boxing. That's really what he uses. He doesn't kick too much. Good movement, good head movement for that first round. But this fight's going to come down to is if Shamil tries to wrestle for me. He's got a good wrestling background. He's got a good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background. He's got a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Olynyk, we've seen he's got terrible takedown defense, terrible ground game, and a terrible gas tank. So if you can get him down and hold him down even for that first round, he's not near as dangerous as he is. So in this fight, I'm going to actually take, we don't know if he's going to wrestle, but I'm going to take Shamil Gamzerot to win by a 3rd round submission. I think that first round, I mean, and Gamzetov's a lot bigger than Olynyk, so I just feel by that 3rd round of wearing on him, and if he does go for takedowns, he might get him out of there earlier. But he'll be able to strike with Olynyk. Olynyk going to come out hot that first round, but I feel like by the 2nd and 3rd round, he's going to slow down a little bit, and the bigger man's going to take over. And if Shamil does try to wrestle, I think this fight would be 90 times easier for him, and he'd definitely get the finish there. But we'll see. But I don't have any bets on this fight. Don't really plan on betting it. I would look at the fight doesn't go the distance because, like I said, I mean, Olynyk could catch him with some shots. He has good body shots, but if Shamil does wrestle him, I know he'll get the finish. But no bets on that fight. Next fight number 6, is in the men's welterweight division. We have Eliza Zaleski. He's 22-7, and he's going to be fighting a newcomer, Benoit St. Denis, and he is 8-0. Zaleski's minus 215, and Benoit is plus 175. This is going to be a good fight. It's a short notice fight. Zaleski was looking for an opponent, and this is who they came up with. Benoit St. Denis. This guy's tough, man. I watched some of his other fights in regional scene, and he has good takedowns. He has good scrambling. He has good jiu-jitsu, decent, powerful striking, standing. The guy's legit, you know. We just haven't seen him fight any top competition yet, but he was in he's from France, and he was in their special forces, seen a lot of battle and stuff. So the dude's tough. The dude's definitely gonna be tough. Eliza Zaleski, though, we know he's tough. He's got great stand up, a lot of spinning shit. He's got good jiu-jitsu, good wrestling, you know, decent wrestling, good jiu-jitsu. But really just likes to stand. He's a powerful striker. He's got knockout striking. We've seen back in the day when he knocked out Sean Strickland with a spinning heel kick. But yeah, this fight's going to be a really good fight. I got Eliza Zaleski to win by 2nd round TKO. And I got that. I feel like St. Denis is going to come out very strong, very hard in that first round. He might even get some takedowns, but I don't think his jiu-jitsu is going to work like it has on the regional scene. He's just going to tap out Zaleski or anything like that. He might win that first round, like I said, a lot of wrestling, a lot of chain wrestling. But I expect him to tire out a little bit, probably, you know, get them UFC jitters, maybe being his first fight and all that, gas out a little bit, and Zaleski to be able to start taking over and get a TKO in that 2nd round, late 2nd round, early 3rd. I don't have any bets on this fight, but if I did, it would be fight don't go distance. I see a lot of violence this week in a lot of these fights because a lot of them seem like mismatches, and then even the closer ones, both people are powerful. I mean, we're gonna have a lot of violence, I think. But give me Eliza Zaleski 2nd round, but I'm not 2nd or 3rd round, but I'm not gonna bet that. Fight number 7 is in the men's middleweight division, and we got Albert Duraev, another Russian name, Duraev versus Roman Kapilav. Albert, he's 14-3, and he's minus 290. Roman Kapilav is 8-1. He's plus 225. This is going to be a good fight, man. I watched some tape on both these guys. I watched the Contender Series with Albert in it, where he destroyed that Bittencourt guy, Caio from Brazil. Came out strong, took him down. Great ground and pound, great wrestling, great control on the ground. His stand up looked sloppy. I mean, they were only standing up for like 40 seconds, but he took some kind of big shots, and it just looked kind of sloppy. But I've watched some of his other old fights, and he's got great ground game. I mean, he's got great top control, sick ground and pound, six submissions. Um, Roman Kapilav, he's 8-1. Like I said, he's like a decent sized guy. He's got real good striking. He showed in all when I've watched some of his other fights when he was fighting over in Russia. He showed like decent takedown defense, a decent get up game, and great striking, power striking, and he's knocking everybody out. And then he came here and he fought Carl Robinson, and I don't know, he just I think he had the UFC jitters. He came out and he didn't fight anything like any of the other fights I'd seen him fight over in Russia. He was just getting beat up. He looked nervous. He looked like he almost didn't want to be there. Didn't know what to do. I think he just got overwhelmed. He ended up getting choked out by Carl Robinson. But like I said, watching him his other Russian fights, he didn't fight like that. He was a lot better. You got Duriv. He's a huge favorite in this fight. He's minus 290, and he's going to come out strong. And I think he can get some takedowns, and he's going to get off some ground and pound. But I don't think he's just going to submit Kapilav. I think Kapilav is going to be able to fight that off. He's going to get probably beat up real good in that first round, but if he can make it through it to the second and third, I think he's going to be able to knock out Duriv. He has great kicks, great punches. I mean, he's a little low output, but I mean, the dude has power. And if Albert gasses himself out, I could see Kapilav taking over and getting him a second or third round finish. And I'm going to go look at I haven't seen no odds on that. I haven't been able to access them. But when I go to the casino tonight, I'm going to check out some. I still got like 2 bets to put in. So, but give me Roman Kapilav, actually. I'm going to take him in a third round TKO. I say that he outlasts all the wrestling. I say he actually survives the submission attempts. And anytime they're on their feet, it's going to be dangerous for Albert. Like I said, I think his striking's a little sloppy, and Kapilav has good power. So give me Kapilav by a finish in that second or third round. I have no bets on that now. I'm going to look at the lines and stuff, but we'll see. Fight number 8 is in the men's featherweight division. We got Zabira Tukhilov versus Ricardo Hamas, and this is going to be a real good fight. I mean, both these dudes are game fighters. They're both like mean, love to fight. Zabira is 19-5-1. He's currently minus 170, and Ricardo Hamas is 15-3, and he's plus 140. This is going to be a good fight because both these guys are well-rounded. They're both good everywhere. Both got good striking. Both got Zabira, I think he has better wrestling than Ricardo Hamas, but Hamas probably has the better jiu-jitsu. I think this is going to be a back and forth fight. I think it'll stay standing up most of the fight because I don't think Hamas can get any takedowns. I think Zabira can. He might try later in the fight if he wears on Hamas a little bit, but I don't see him want to try to go down there early. I think Zabir is more powerful striker. He can actually hit, like knock people out and stuff. We haven't really seen Hamas do that. Hamas more submissions. I'm gonna take the Zabira in a decision. I think this is gonna be a close fight. Back and forth. It just depends if either man gets tired or if Hamas gets caught. But give me Zabira Tukhilov by decision. Should be a great fight. I'm not betting this fight. If I did bet it, I would bet Zabira, but I'm not betting this fight. So, but yeah, give me Zabira by decision. Next fight is in the women's strawweight division. Excuse me, and it's Amanda Ribose versus Verna Jandaroba. And this should be another great fight. Both these fighters are well-rounded, good fighters. You got Amanda Ribas, who's 10-2, minus 160. You got Verna, who's 17-2, and she's plus 125. Like I said, this be a great fight. Both these girls are well-rounded. Ribas, I think, has better footwork, better striking than Jandaroba, but Jandaroba's got decent striking. They both got good wrestling, decent wrestling, and they both are great at BJJ. But I just see this fight playing out a lot like the fight with Mackenzie Dern, where if Jandaroba tries to get it down, because Ribas is always moving. That's her best thing. She's got good footwork. She's got good movement, good jab. Does a lot of stuff with power. Does a lot of stuff good. All her wrestling and everything. And in this fight, I really believe that Ribas is going to be better everywhere. I believe that she's going to do it like the Dern fight. Stop any takedowns from Verna. She's going to be able to piece Verna up for sure on her feet. And then I believe if any takedowns are landed, it's going to be Ribas if she wants to. And Ribas has great jiu-jitsu. So it's not like if she goes to the ground with Verna, especially if she's on top, she should be in that much trouble. I mean, Verna did break that girl's arm last fight, but yeah, I mean, it should be a pretty good fight, but the only way really for me to see is beating Ribas, because she's super good. She's super good. She's talented every single place, is to knock her out. And Verna's no Moreno Rodriguez. So I got Ribas by a 30-27 decision. I think the fight will go the distance. And she's another one of these ones. I wouldn't call her my biggest lock of the night. I would say that's Laronne Murphy. But yeah, definitely I got Ribas. I got a straight bet on Ribas. I got 2.1 units to win 1.5 units. And then I also have her in another giant parlay that I'll be getting to. And yeah, man, I'm all over Ribas on this. I'm all over her. I probably should have bet more, but I'm trying to stay within my means. So, but yeah, Ribas all day, 30-27 decision. They both do the same kind of stuff, but Ribas is just better everywhere at it. Next fight is fight number 10. It's in the men's light heavyweight division, and we got we got Magamed Ankalaev versus Volkan Ustamir. And Magamed Ankalaev is 15-1, and he's currently minus 310. Then we got Volkan Ustamir, who's 17-5, and he's currently plus 250. This is going to be a great fight. It's another up-and-coming star with Magamed Ankalaev coming in. He's going to be fighting Volkan, who's the biggest challenge of his career so far. But I got Magamed in this. I think he gets a third-round TKO. Both these guys are good, well-rounded everywhere. I just think that Volkan's gas tank is just not as good. Magamed showed a good gas tank last time against who did he fight? I'll get back to that. But yeah, Volkan, I mean, he's looked good in all of his fights. He came out against Yuri Prozinga and looked freaking great in that first round. Even had him hurt, and then came out in the second round. I don't know if he was gassed or what, but he just took a couple shots and was done. I've seen him do, you've seen him do that a couple times. You've seen him do it against Anthony Smith. He's just against Cormier, like Volkan's just real good in that first round, real dangerous. Like when he came in the UFC and he had like 2-3 wins within like 10 seconds, or like 20 seconds. But yeah, it should be Nikita Krylov too. That's who Magamed Ankalaev fought. When he fought Nikita Krylov, he lost that first round. It was back and forth. Came out in that second and third and took over, and he showed a great gas tank. And that's the main thing I take away from all this is because stand-up is going to be about equal. I mean, Volkan really just is just boxing really, but Magamed's got great kicks. We've seen with Ion Cutelaba twice. I mean, he's got great kicks, great punches, all that. But give me Magamed Ankalaev in a third round TKO. I just think he's going to outlast Volkan. I think that first round is going to be super tough. I think just like that Krylov fight, second round, Magamed is just going to start taking over. I mean, Magamed could even knock him out early in the first round, but that's going to be the most dangerous round for him with Volkan, because Volkan's dangerous in the first. But I do think that Magamed takes over in the second and third, and either I think he gets a finish in the second or third round. I do have ANKALAEV in a parlay, one of the other parts with Ribas, and we'll get to the other part of that here in a second. But yeah, give me Magamed ANKALAEV for a second or third round TKO. Should be a great fight though. Fight number 11 in the men's welterweight division, we got Jing Ling versus KHAMZAT Chimaya, the return of Kamza. This is gonna be awesome. Jing Liang is 18-6 and currently plus 375. Kamza is 9-0 and he's minus 500. This is gonna be a great fight. Both these guys are good. I love Kamza. I got Kamza by second or third round TKO. Kamza's gonna be the bigger guy. He's gonna have the better wrestling. Jing Liang, he's good. He's got good striking. We've seen against Zaleski, Eliza Zaleski dos Santos that he's good. I mean, he's got good power. He's got good striking. But in this fight, he's not going to get a chance, I don't think, to really use that striking from range. I mean, he's not really that big of a one-shot knockout guy, and Kamza is going to be all over him. I think he's just, even with the striking, like you've seen with Mershart, like Kamzat's going to be in his face, do a little striking, and then as soon as he starts grappling with him, it's going to be over. Kamzat's a big dude. I mean, he's 6'2" with a 75-inch reach, and Jing Liang's 6 foot with a 72-inch reach, so he's kind of big for 170, but Kamzat's huge for 170. Jing Ling's always, his problem's always been with grappling. We see Neil Magny just take it to him, just stick on him, stick on him, stick on him, and that's what KHAMZAT's going to do. But I like even more. I do expect KHAMZAT to just dominate this fight. I expect a second or third round KO, and from either standing or ground and pound. But yeah, give me KHAMZAT in the return, man. I think he hawk smashes Jing Ling. Like, I think that Kamza is going to be a problem at 185, so I can't see him going down being at 170 and getting taken out by the leech. So yeah, give me Kamza for sure. If you're going to bet him by TKO or KO. But yeah, I have him actually finishing out the RIBAS ANKALAEV parlay that I have. And I got 2 units to win 4 units on that. And then I also have Kamza as finishing my other parlay with just Laronne Murphy. And I have 4 units on that to win 2.5 units. So that's them to me are locks. Like Kamza and Laronne Murphy to me are locks on this card, because I like Machuan Americani is not just going to take down Laronne Murphy and choke him out. Laronne Murphy is tough. You've seen him with Douglas and Da Silva Andrade. You've seen him with Zabira when he took that big shot in the first round, was taken down and beat up bad, and then came back and took them second 2 rounds. So I feel like KHAMZAT and Murphy are the 2 biggest locks on this card. There's one more actually that's another guy that I think's a lock. Like I said, because there's a lot of favorites on this card, but you got to watch, because some of these favorites are fighting other knockout artists and other great guys, and they're just, the line's way too up. But yeah, give me KHAMZAT second, third round TKO, and I got him in 2 parlays. I think he's money in the bank. Fight number 12 in the men's heavyweight division, we got Alexander Volkov versus Marcin Tybura. Alexander Volkov is 32-9. He's minus 310 right now. Marcin Tybura is 22-6. He's plus 237. This is going to be a good fight, but give me Alexander Volkov by second or third round TKO. Both these guys are well-rounded everywhere. Volkov's going to be way bigger. Volkov has way better striking, way more KO power, more volume. Tybura has decent striking, but he just wants to wrestle, get the fight to the ground, and then be able to use his jiu-jitsu and ground and pound. But I don't think that's going to happen here. I don't think if he gets Volkov down, Volkov has a great get-up game. I think Volkov hops right back up, and then anytime they're standing, Volkov should just be smashing Tybura. Tybura, his last 3 losses have all been by strikes. He's been knocked out his last 3 losses. And that's how it's going to go here. When he can't find a takedown, when Tybura gets hurt standing, like even against Greg Hardy, when he gets hurt standing, he falls back to his wrestling, and then he's got great submissions and all that. But when he gets hurt standing, he can't get the fight to the ground, he folds. And I got Alexander Volkov doing that to him all day. First round, like I said, the wrestling, all that. Wear out Tybura. He'll probably wear himself out a little bit, and by that second and third round, Volkov's going to take over, and he's going to finish him. He might finish him in the first round. So I got Alexander Volkov by second or third round TKO. I got Volkov in a big parlay, another parlay with Laronne Murphy, and where I have 4 units to win 3 units. I think Volkov's a lock on this fight too. He's not just going to be taken down and manhandled by Marcin Tybura. I just love him. I just don't see where Tybura really beats him in this fight. So yeah, give me that. And then yeah, Volkov Murphy, giant parlay. And I'm actually going out to the casino after I do this video, and I'm going to be putting 2 units on the under 2.5 too, because like I said, with Tybura getting finished in his last 3 fights, he can't handle the stand up, and he's definitely not going to handle Volkov with his extra 20 pounds he gained a year and a half ago. He's not going to handle that stand up. So give me Volkov by TKO all day. All right, next fight number 13 is in the men's lightweight division. We got Islam Makhachev versus Dan Hooker. Islam is 20-1. He's minus 600 right now. Dan Hooker is 21-10, excuse me, and he's plus 425. It's going to be classic grappler versus striker. Islam is probably now that Khabib's gone, one of the best grapplers in the whole UFC, wrestling and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And he's a beast. I mean, once he's on you, you can't get him off. Your only shot to beat him is to hit him with a crazy KO. I think it was like Lucas Martins who got him with just a crazy KO shot before Islam got to go to work with his wrestling. Dan Hooker is he's got great stand-up, he's got great power, he's got great knees when guys are coming in to wrestle. This is going to be dangerous. I don't think Dan Hooker should be that big of an underdog versus Islam. Yeah, I really like to see this as a 5-round fight, but in a 3-round fight, that favors Islam so much more. Anytime they're standing, Dan Hooker is going to be dangerous. Islam, he's going to be able to get his takedowns. Dan Hooker showed me like better wrestling and better takedown defense lately. He's got good jiu-jitsu. Islam's going to be able to get them takedowns in the first round. If he can just hold him down, get off some ground and pound some damage, that's going to be good. But if Dan Hooker is able to get up towards the end of the first round and then start stuffing takedowns, that's going to be a problem for Islam. If they got to, if they got to stand up and bang anytime they're standing up, it's going to be dangerous for Islam. But I expect Islam to be able to get these takedowns, 3-round fight. I expect him to be able to get these takedowns, get a lot of top control. I don't see him really submitting Dan Hooker, but I got him on a 3-round boring decision. Like I said, anytime they're standing, it's going to be fun for us fans because hopefully Dan Hooker can put some hands on him. But yeah, give me Islam by decision. I'm not going to bet this fight. If anything, I'd take a small little bet on Dan Hooker. At plus 425, if I put half a unit to win 225 and Hooker catches Islam coming in with a knee like he did to Gilbert Burns, Ross Pearson, any of them. He's got a good knee for people coming in to shoot. So, yeah, I got Islam by decision, but if I do end up making a small bet on Dan Hooker, just because the odds are in his favor so much, I'll definitely let you guys know on Friday. Next fight is a interim championship fight, men's bantamweight 135. We got Petr Yan versus Corey Sandhagen. Yan is 15-2. He's currently sitting at minus 240. Sandhagen is 14-3, currently sitting at plus 195. This is going to be a great fight. We got Corey Sandhagen coming in on short notice. Petr Yan was supposed to fight Aljamain. Of course, Aljamain had to pull out. This should be a great fight. Corey Sandhagen's got great stand-up, explosive, KO power, knees, kicks, punches, all that. But Petr Yan, I believe, is like one of the best well-rounded fighters in the game. He's got the mindset, he's got the toughness, he's got the striking, the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu. This is going to be a great fight. It's going to be close in that. I mean, the first round and two could be scary times for Yan because Sandhagen is so explosive. But like I said, Jan's so good. He's like with Volkanovski and them guys with me. I just don't see anybody beating him. I'd have to see somebody actually beat him. Now, Sandhagen, like I said, could get that lucky knockout shot. But I believe Petr Yan, he usually starts slow. That first and second round could be, close. But unless Yan decides to grapple, Sandhagen's grappling's not that great. You see him get held up against the fence for 15 minutes with TJ Dillashaw. He couldn't even be. You seen what Aljamain Sterling did to him? Took him down, choked him out. Man, I got Petr Yan. I got him. The fight could go to decision, but I mean, I think he could TKO him in the 5th round because Petr Yan, like you seen with Aldo and a couple other guys, he starts pretty slow. He's good. He's still doing his thing, but he starts slow. But man, by that 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, his pace is out of control, and then he puts a beating. I mean, he beat Jose Aldo almost to death. The ref let him to, but yeah, this is going to be a good fight, but like I said, give me Petr Yan. I don't know if he's going to TKO him or finish him. I'm seeing a 5th round TKO. I don't have no bets on it. I wanted to bet Petr Yan, but I might throw him in like a little $50 parlay because there is like a good 5-fight parlay you can make on this card. All right, we're to the main event, the 15th fight, men's light heavyweight division. We got the 205-pound championship, Jan Blachowicz versus Glover Teixeira. This is going to be a great fight. You got 2 older dudes fighting. Glover's 41, about to be 42, and Jan Blachowicz is 38, but they're both fighting the best they fought in their careers. This is going to be a good fight. It's almost even though Glover has striking, it's almost a striker versus grappler match because Glover's been getting rocked every fight he's been in the last, like the last 5 of them. I've been betting on him. I've won money on him every single time, except I actually bet Santos against him. But yeah, I mean, he gets rocked. He goes to the ground. He survives the pounding. He gets a reversal. He starts pounding on them. You see him with Anthony Smith, all that, everybody. But yeah, I mean, and he's able to get the takedowns. He's able to use his great jiu-jitsu. He's very heavy on top and ground and pound. But in this fight, though, with Jan Blachowicz, I mean, Jan Blachowicz has KO power. Usually when he's hitting people, they're not moving around and getting a chance for jiu-jitsu and reversals and stuff like that. So he's got great striking, good KO power. Blachowicz has decent takedowns himself. He has good jiu-jitsu. And he has great takedown defense, and I think that's what's going to be the problem here. I think standing up, Blachowicz is going to touch up Glover and drop him. But I think Jan's smart enough to know when he drops Glover, let him get back up. And if he does get back up, drop him again. And I think that's going to be the difference. I mean, I don't think that Glover's just going to be able to go out and shoot takedowns on Jan. Jan showed like great takedown defense against everybody he's been fighting lately. So I really I don't know. I don't see Glover being able to get the takedowns. If Jan does drop him and follows him to the ground, that would be Glover's good chance. I'm going to take Jan Blachowicz by a second round TKO on this. I'm going to take him, like I said, Glover's just been getting rocked too many times. So I'm going to take him to be able to rock him in that first round, maybe put some more punishment on him, kind of like Alexander Gustafsson did, and just keep, striking him hitting him from distance, using all different kinds of uppercuts, all that. And he's got that Polish power. So give me Jan Blachowicz by a second round TKO. But I don't have no bets on this, but I'm gonna be watching it as a fan. And honestly, I hope that Glover wins. I hope Glover wins. I hope he wins that title. So yeah, that's gonna conclude this breakdown. Like I said, Jan Blachowicz by a second round TKO. We'll go over the bets that I have for this fight, for this card. The bets that I have Amanda Ribas. I got her at -140 a week and a half ago. 2.1 units to win 1.5 units. I got Murphy Volkov parlay 4 units to win 3 units. I got Murphy KHAMZAT parlay 4 units to win 2.3 units. I got ANKALAEV RIBAS KHAMZAT 2 units to win 4 units. I put that in about like 3 weeks ago, so I got Kamza at like -360, Ribose at -130, and ANKALAEV at like -300. And then I'm gonna have Volkov under 2.5, 1.6 units to win 1.5 units. And I'll be go to my Instagram. It's Blood Money MMA Bets, and that's where I post all of my tickets for these fights. Some are online bets, some are casino bets, and yeah, I really like this card. Like I said, I usually don't like parlays. I like to do just straight bets, but with Murphy, Kamza, and Volkov, I don't think you can go wrong with them 3. Like I said, there's a lot of fights on here that have big favorites, like Islam Makhachev. Yeah, he's great and all that, but I just can't bet him knowing that Dan Hooker could hit him with a knee. Like, Dan Hooker's too good. So yeah, I'm going to take these bets. Murphy, Volkov, and Kamza, I just don't believe that they can lose nowhere in any of these fights. So, yeah, go ahead and check out my Instagram. Please like and subscribe to this video, and we'll be back next week, and hopefully we'll be talking about how much money we made. Thanks for watching my video again, guys, and everybody, good luck. You guys have a good one. Bye.